Kind of as anticipated, I think. The walk-in from right field was probably that moment, but then after that, it settled down as the guys started coming in, and the game. I thought, we made some nice plays on the defensively. A couple balls off the wall. Outfitters made some good throws. Cabby made a couple good plays at short, heads-up plays. So that was good to see. And obviously, Joey Butler. I've been lucky to know that we played together, so I've seen him do that, and he can hit.
Kind of apropos that the only guy in camp who played with you that's in camp is the guy who drove in both runs.
I don't know. I hope he keeps doing it though. But that was he didn't look like it was his first two at bats of the spring.
As you walked out there, you looked around and everything. What were your thoughts?
I was probably looking for mom and dad a little bit. I didn't know. I was asking where the family sat, and I didn't find them until right before the first pitch. But I mean, any first day of spring, in any capacity is pretty exciting, and then this takes it probably another step.
Kevin, could you describe that walk-in? You alluded to it briefly, but I mean, who were you with? What was it like? What did it look like? What did it feel like?
I don't know. I think there weren't many people that knew me, so I wouldn't get an autograph call. So I just walked by and disguised myself, and then I bounced back out and said hi to some fans. Everybody's been very nice, very supportive. So, but that being said, it was ready for the game to start, and hopefully from now on we can talk about the players. And I know there's first for everything, but that's another one we handled or knocked off the list.
Is there some relief then that today is over, that another first is completed and you can move on?
No, not really. I mean, I mean, honestly, the spring game was just part of spring. The way it looked, the way I looked at it.
What'd you think of Carnes' first time out?
He looked good. I know he wanted to get the ball down there a little bit. He seemed to pitch up in the zone, but made a couple pitches when it counted. And I think the whole timing of the pregame ceremonies and stuff, everybody's excited. He probably got off the mound a little earlier, off the bullpen mound a little earlier than maybe normal, so that threw him out of whack. But that's okay. But everything, he looked good. Threw a couple good breaking balls. I'm sure he was happy with his outing.
Good to see a second inning out of him.
Yeah. Yep. Very good.
Callaway's still not here. How soon is this going to become a problem? Carnes is competing for that fifth spot.
Right. Well, I mean, Colomay's getting his work in, and we know that. We've had communication on that, but as I've said the whole time, we'd like to have him here, but we're not gonna. I don't think it's fair to punish a guy for not, for being held up. So he's still very much in the factor.
I think it's apropos or whatever. Your first game's against last year's Manager of the Year in the American League.
I didn't think about that, but I mean, I got a lot of admiration for Buck. I mean, he's done it for a long time and very well respected. And it seemed like he's evolved kind of as the players have, which is pretty impressive.
I think you were 7 or 8 when he managed his first game.
Was I?
1985, right?
Yeah, that's about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't think if you'd have told me that before the game, it might have rattled me a little bit more. Yeah, we were talking about the pitch clock, trying to get a direction on exactly how that works, and because there were different times being set for different innings, and he explained the exact rules of it.
It's supposed to be 225, right? If it's not a national.
Yeah, but there's a lot of different factors. Whether the guy, if the pitcher's coming from the dugout or coming from the bullpen, it changes, and then where the direction of the bullpen is. Some bullpens you have to cross the foul line. That's when it would start, or the warning track, and he was explaining that.
Anything that surprised you, good, bad, indifferent?
No, not really. Not really. I thought the guys threw well. It's exciting to see a couple of the throws from the outfield. Kiermaier, that was, wow. But no, everybody looked good, and on to day 2.
Seemed like Hockey Lee was covering a lot of ground.
Yep, he looked good, and Cabby also. Cabby covered a soft liner, made a nice play, and then came over across the bag on one. But The guys look really good.